What up, it's your main man, Jnko. The Mandalorian Season 2, Episode 1. Black Dude Explains. Episode 1 starts off with Mando and the child walking into a town late at night. It's a real cool shot that sets it up saying, this guy's back and he's better than ever. Might be, but it looks real cool. Just off the intro, I was like, wow. It's a really dark town and they're walking down the street and you see things like red eyes on dogs and it just looked like there's a lot of crime and bad things just happening in this city. But I don't think they were dogs. They might have been wild space wolves. Dogs in the hood chase you. They see a mural with C-3PO and some stormtroopers, and it kind of signifies that the Empire has been brought down. So they headed to this underground fight club to meet up with Jnko36, and he's voiced by John Leguizamo. So they walk into this underground fight club and they see two of the most unhealthiest aliens on that side of the galaxy fighting. Mando is looking for other Mandalorians to get Baby Yoda back to his people. And he's meeting up with Jnko36 because he says he knows where he can find some. They have a combo and it's basically a setup to get Mando's armor. Oh, hating ass aliens. So Mando makes quick work of these guys, and you can tell that this character has really grown from Season 1 to Season 2. Because last time, aliens were putting paws on him, and he couldn't take it. The fight choreography was on point, and I enjoyed every bit of this fight. Jnko36 tries to run away, but Mando goes all Batman the animated series on him, ties him up, and hangs him upside down. He straight up interrogates him till he gives him the information that he needs. Jnko36 says there's a Mandalorian on Tatooine in a small town called Mos Pogo. And with some good writing, he leaves Jnko36 there hanging upside down. And he's like, hey man, didn't you say you wasn't gonna kill me? And he was like, I'm not. He shoots out the light, and then all those little scary dogs, those alien city dogs came up and was getting ready to eat him. He travels to Tatooine. He meets up with Pelimoto from the first season. He asks her about the small town and she lets him know where to find it. He borrows a speeder, then he heads out. He basically was like, hey mom, let me get the whip right quick and I'll be right back. He goes to Mos Pogo and this is where it turns into a small western. He gets into town and he goes to a bar because everyone knows in westerns, if you want information about something, you go and talk to drunk people at a bar. He goes to the bartender and talks to him and he lets him know he's looking for a Mandalorian, a guy that looks just like him. He says, our marshal looks just like you. And he was like, he wears Mandalorian armor. They pan over to the door and it's the marshal wearing Mandalorian armor. But not just any Mandalorian armor. Boba Fett's Mandalorian armor. Oh shoot. We the viewer know it's not Boba Fett because you can tell by the way his clothes fit. His clothes did not fit him, dog. He looked like he had on his daddy's clothes. Mando is skeptic about this person, but his skepticism is confirmed once the marshal takes off his helmet. Because if you know Star Wars, Mandalorians ain't supposed to take their helmet off, dog. This is a major no-no. If Mando was black, he would have been like, nigga. He introduced himself as Cobb Vanth, and he's the marshal of the town. Mando asks him where he got the armor from, and he says he got the armor by chance, and it's been helping him take care of the town. But because of the Mandalorian code, he can't let anyone keep the armor, so he has to take it. So they make a deal. They have a crate dragon that's been terrorizing their town and eating up their cattle, and they need help taking care of it. And you've actually seen this creature in other Star Wars movies. He says, if you help me get rid of this creature, I'll give you the armor back. To me, it felt like Mando really could have just killed this dude and took the armor. It seemed like he's really taking on that approach of being that dude that just got out of prison. He like, hey man, that ain't me no more. So they set out to find the crate dragon. They get on the road and run into a group of Tusken Sand people. And this group of Tusken Sand people actually had beef with the town. But they've also had problems with the crate dragon. So they join forces because you know of the old saying, the enemy of my enemy is going to help me jump him. So they get a plan to lure the creature out and blow him up with explosives. That doesn't work, so Mando does another plan to get the creature to eat the explosives. Then he blows him up. Because all monsters are allergic to explosions in the stomach. They celebrate, Mando gets that armor, and they part ways. But as he's riding out, a figure off in the distance is looking at him. And we do a close-up, and we find out it's Boba Fett. This was a really cool episode, and it's a great introduction into a world that we already know, so I really liked it. The Mandalorian Season 2, Episode 1. So what did you think about it? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Subscribe and comment below, and I'd love to hear from you and get back to you. And if you like this video, click that like button. Alright y'all, I'm your main man Jnko. Peace up, A-Town down. So I'll catch you to the side, and here's looking at you. Black Dude Explains.